What's going on, guys? Jordan over here at the Movie Den. I hope you all are doing well. Guys, today we've got a fun unboxing to do. And the folks over at Vision Imprint sent over a box with some goodies in here that I'm really excited to check out. There's a couple in here that I like at the top of my list that I'm really excited to show you. So let's bust into this thing. Let's see what they sent over, and we'll go through the releases and talk about what's in them. Here is the stuff they sent over. Let's get these open. All right, guys, so the first one we have here is from Vision, and it is going to be When a Stranger Calls. Now, this isn't the original When a Stranger Calls. This is going to be the remake, and we're getting this as a Blu-ray in this lenticular right here. Now, I know some people actually prefer the remake to the original, because the original, the whole idea of, have you check the children, the calls coming from in the house, that's really only a very short part of it, and the rest is kind of an investigation. This one, most of the film is that scene. Let me know down below, do you prefer the original or the remake of this one? But let's open this up. Now, this one is going to be a numbered release. They only made 2,000. I actually got a surprisingly low number. I got number 23 out of 2,000 here. Now, this is a little kind of J card they've got on here. We'll take that off. Let's take a look at some of the special features. Not a whole lot in this, guys. Audio commentary by director Simon West and Camille Bell. Audio commentary by Jake Wade Hall, who is the writer, deleted scenes, and the making of. And that's really all that is coming in this release. But once you take that J card off, we get this shot right here. So you got the lenticular. That lenticular is pretty sweet. You got a little glue dot there. Now let's take a look and see what comes in here. Now, of course, we have our case with our Blu-ray. Nothing new on the back. That's the same as the J card. And we have got our Blu-ray disc, and there is our inside artwork. Also with this, we are getting an envelope. Now, this is going to have some art cards in here. Some different shots from the film. There you go. And also on the back, there's really nothing on the back. It's the same shot right there, of all of them. And the last one right there. So there's all the art cards, and that's everything that comes in this release from Vision of When a Stranger Calls. The remake, again, not the original. So there you go. Now this next one was pretty cool. This is actually a film focus release, so they had like a Dustin Hoffman one. I went with this one, and that is Rachel Weisz. They have 3 of her films: Swept from the Sea, I Want You, and The Deep Blue Sea. I think it was Swept from the Sea. I was watching the trailers, and a few of them looked pretty interesting. Plus, Rachel Weisz, she's great. If you guys don't know who Rachel Weisz is, I mean, The Mummy. She's Evelyn, or Evie in the first 2. The only true, because we don't count the third one. All right, so there is a better look. And now I really like this film focus logo they've got going on. Kind of a spot glossing in there. And there's the spine. There's the other spine right there. There is the back with the backing card. On the top it says, I'm very drawn to characters who are very flawed. I'm less interested in characters who are just good or bad, because to me, then they're not real people. And that is a quote from Rachel Weisz right there. Let's take this backing card off, and then there is a shot from one of those movies right there. Now here's the backing card that's going to have the information on this release. In terms of special features, Swept from the Sea, nothing really, just some alternate scenes from the US theatrical cut. Then over to I Want You, we're actually getting 2 new special features: an audio commentary by film critic, culture writer Keith Phipps. I think that's how you say the name. And then A Small Seaside Town, which is an interview with the writer. Moving over to The Deep Blue Sea. In terms of new stuff, it looks like we're just getting the new one. Rachel in Blue interview with film professor Lucy Bolton on the performance of Rachel Weisz, and then some other stuff in there as well, guys. All right, guys, this one is going to be a top loader release. Go ahead and take that off. All right, the first one is we've got Swept from the Sea. There's that. Now, these are all going to be Blu-ray releases in here. There's no 4Ks in this release. Next, we've got I Want You. There you are. And the last one in here is The Deep Blue Sea right there. Now that I'm thinking about it, might have been this one I was excited to check out, because I remember seeing Tom Hiddleston in here. So anyways, there is the last one in there. Right, guys, so that is going to be it for this release. This is part of their Film Focus series, and this one is for Rachel Weisz. So guys, these next three are part of their Imprint Asia line. We've got 2 John Woo films, and the director of this one, Ringo Lam. Okay, so the 2 John Woo films that they sent over, we have got Once a Thief and Bullet in the Head. And then, the other one is going to be Prison on Fire, and this is 1 and 2. Let's go ahead and start with this one, guys. Now, all 3 of these Imprint Asia releases are going to be top-loader releases. So there is your front, there's the spine, Prison on Fire 1 and 2. There's the back with the backing card. We'll take a look at that here in just a minute. Go ahead and pull that off, and there is the back right there. Now, for the backing card here, guys, 2 of the grittiest entries in the Golden Princess film catalog join Imprint Asia collection as Ringo Lam's crime drama masterpiece arrive on 4K and Blu-ray. So both of these are coming in 4K as well as Blu-rays in here. On the first one, you're obviously getting the film in 4K. In the special features, we are getting an interview with the post-production manager called Bravery Behind Bars, Burning Ambitions, which is an interview with the production manager, Hong Kong Confidential, Inside Prison on Fire with author Grady Hendrix, Convicts and Convictions, interview with author and critic David West. Those are for the new stuff. Now moving over to the sequel, 4K as well, but we're also getting a fiery follow-up interview with editor Tony Chow, Hong Kong Confidential, Inside Prison on Fire 2 with author Grady Hendrix. He's pretty much sprinkled all over these Golden Princess titles that have been coming out. Stars Behind Bars interview with author and critic David West. There is your new stuff, guys, right there. But let's take a look at this release. Let's go ahead and take this top loader off here. Now, what Imprint's been doing with these Imprint Asia lines is all of these are getting steelbooks. But anyways, here is your steelbook right there. There's the front, there is the back. And here is a better look at that high gloss steelbook right there. And then on the inside, we've got Prison on Fire on 4K, Prison on Fire on Blu-ray, and then we have got, if I can flip this over, Prison on Fire 2, 4K, and Blu-ray right there. Now, also in this release, we are getting a hardcover book. Right here, there's the front and the back. We'll go ahead and take a look at some of the stuff in here, guys. So we got Brotherhood in the Furnace, Institutional Brutality, Moral Collapse, and Prison on Fire. A little essay right there, guys. Some shots from the film. More essays in there. So awesome booklet that you are getting in here. Really cool to see that they're hardback books, which is always nice. So anyways, guys, there is Prison on Fire 1 and 2. If I can get this back in there. There we go. All right, there you are. Next one from John Woo, we have got A Bullet in the Head. There you are. We'll take that backing card off, and there is the back. That back is sweet. So I really like this red rigid box. It's pretty cool. All right, let's take a look at this backing card here. We are getting this in both 4K and Blu-ray. On the special features, though, we're getting quite a bit. We're getting Head Case, which is an interview with actor Weiss Lee. Army of One, interview with producer Terrence Chang. Apocalypse Wu, interview with editor David Wu. Tumultuous Times, interview with production planner Catherine Lau. Hong Kong Confidential, okay, with Grady Hendrix. Brilliance with the Bullet, interview with writer and director John Woo. Apocalypse How, interview with Professor Lars Luhmann. That's how you say that. So you're getting a documentary here called John Woo and the War. You're getting an interview with some of the actors: Baptism on Fire, Paradise Lost, Biting the Bullet, Tempting Fate, A Walk on the Wild Side, Natural Selections, interview with editor David Wu, Life Through a Lens, interview with director John Woo, Code of Bullets, Part 5, Guns Mean Power, Gone with the Wind, archival featurette, and some archival interviews. This thing is pretty packed. Again, another top loader release here. And again, a steelbook. So let's take a look at that steelbook, guys. Again, another high gloss steelbook right there. There is the back. And on the inside, we are getting a 4K, a Blu-ray, and the special features. Blu-ray, I'll go ahead and we can get a better look at them right there. There's your Blu-ray disc. And then lastly, our special features Blu-ray disc. And I do want to show you guys, there's the inside artwork right there. Okay, so let's get all this back in here, then we'll go ahead and we'll talk about the booklet. Oh, I should also mention these are going to be the same transfers as the Shout Factory release. As you can see, the disc say Shout Factory right there. And then lastly, we have got our booklet, a hardback book as well. We've got Bullets and Blood Brothers, Bullet in the Head, John Woo's definitive homage to Chang Che. I think that's how you say that. There you are right there. Go. More shots from the film as well. All right, there's Bullet in the Head. And the last one we have is Once a Thief right here. Now, I did not pick up the Shout Factory one of this. I almost did. But when I saw like Imprint was doing them, and then I also saw Arrow was doing it, I was like, you know what, I'll wait for those releases instead of picking up the Shout Factory ones. But there's a better look for Once a Thief. All right, there's the back. Let's take that backing card off, guys. And there you go right there. So taking a look at this card, we are getting, of course, 4K and Blu-ray just like the other ones. As far as special features, handling a heist interview with director John Woo, thoughts about thievery, interview with screenwriter Clifton Coe. I think that's how you say that. Stealing some shots, interview with the cinematographer. Heists and Lows, interview with the producer Terrence Chang. Art of the Steal, interview with editor David Wu. Hong Kong Confidential with Grady Hendrix. Once a Star, Always a Star, which is kind of an appreciation. Brothers in Arms, archival interview with producer Terrence Chang. Up Close and Personal, archival interview with director John Woo. Another archival interview and image gallery right there. And then there's on the inside of the backing card for you. All right, guys, let's take a look at this. Again, Imprint Asia line, they are giving us steelbooks. And their steelbooks are pretty sweet, to be honest with you. All right, there you are for Once a Thief. What's really cool about these steelbooks is, yes, they're high gloss, but they put spots of like matte finish, like spot matting. I don't know what you would call it, but it just makes the gloss pop even more, which I think is a pretty cool touch. There is the back. And then on the inside, we are getting our 4K and our Blu-ray right there. Here is our 4K. Again, as you can see, the Shout logo at the bottom. So these are Shout transfers. And there is the Blu-ray with the inside artwork. Okay. And then with this one as well, we are also getting a hardback book to go along with this. We got Once a Thief by Sean Gilman right here, one of the essays. Some shots from the movie. There you are. All right, guys, and there's the last title that was sent over from the fine folks over at Imprint via Vision, and that is going to be Once a Thief. So quick recap, guys. We got the new When a Stranger Calls. I'm excited about that one. The film focus of Rachel Weisz. Prison on Fire 1 and 2. Bullet in the Head. And lastly, once again, Once a Thief. Guys, let me know down below, did you pick up any of these? Maybe you picked up some of the Golden Princess titles from other labels like Shout or Arrow. Let me know down below, guys. And again, guys, huge thank you to Imprint via Vision for sending these over for me to check out. I'll make sure to link all these down below where you can pick them up. But guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. And of course, you all take care.